What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today it's going to be a little bit of different style of content, obviously. As you can see, there is gaming in the background instead of just a face cam. I don't think I've ever done a video like this, and I've never really wanted to do a video like this per se, but to be honest, my laptop is being super dumb. It's starting to get down. It's starting to get really bad. I need to get a new one. But it's working for right now. This is the style of content that we're gonna have to do. So yeah, and also don't comment on my Minecraft parkour gameplay. I just needed a little bit of something to do, other than the Roblox gameplay. Even though the Roblox gameplay is fire, but we don't talk about the Roblox the Minecraft parkour. All right. So anyway, we will be talking about a couple stories. All right, we got a couple stories from my life. Now, it's been a few weeks. It's been a couple weeks, so I got a lot of stories. Two. I got two stories. A lot apparently is two, according to this person in my class. But yes. Let's see here. Well, we'll start off with the story that actually was pretty cool. Well, for me anyway. So it's a normal day at school, and I'm just like, pretty bored, and it gets to third hour. My third hour is my video productions class, so, we recorded a video, we recorded like a good amount of scenes, and we're getting ready to just kind of hang out and finish up the day. Our friends come in there, my friend is shooting hoops or whatever, where my other ones are playing basketball with other people, and me and Metamix, the host of Metamix, are talking while he's shooting hoops or whatever. And so I'm just like kind of just hanging out with him, just talking. And I'm sitting there, and these three guys pop their head into the gym, and they're like, "Hey, whatever." They say, "Hey, Landy Poo," but I didn't hear them. I didn't know what they said. So I asked Caden, I was like, "What did they say?" And they said, "Hey, Landy Poo," and I was like, "Oh, yeah, hi." I turned around and whatever, waved at him. And I didn't know who they were. I was like, "Who the frick are these guys, man? Like, who the hell is saying Landy Poo?" I didn't see them, and I was like, "Oh, maybe it's just like people that I know," and they were pretty far away, so I can't really see them. So, we keep talking or whatever, and I walk out, and there's these three seniors, and they're like, "Yo, what's going on, Landy Poo? When are you gonna make that podcast with Dylan?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. Probably soon, hopefully, maybe." And they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, we saw that video and we just wanted to know." And I was like, "Okay." And he was like, "Were you playing basketball in there?" And I was like, "No, I was just kind of talking to my friend while he was shooting hoops." He's like, one of them was like, "Typical Landy Poo." And still, it's pretty funny. That was not like a huge story, big, or with a big climax or anything. I thought it was just kind of goofy and funny. So yeah, that's one, I guess. That's one story. I'm not sure how much gameplay I have. If I need to add more, I think I should have enough time about it. So yeah, the second story that we got for you today. Oh, all right. Is what is it? What's my second story, dude? Oh yeah, okay. Another school story, because all my stories happen at school, because my school is crazy. It's pretty goofy over there at my school. So, it's it's the end of the day. I'm ready to hop on the bus and go home, because I can't drive yet. So I'm ready to hop on the bus and just go home and relax, do homework, whatever I was doing that day. And I'm looking out the window, and everything's fine. And then I just see this kid run up, and he's got like a freaking bloody nose. He's running from middle school, and he is beat up. He's got blood everywhere on his nose. He's got it was crazy. And there's like a couple teachers talking to him, and that's when I realized that middle schoolers are just insane. Just crazy kids, bro. Middle schoolers are scarier than high schoolers, for real. We're the chillest people ever, and then you got these little freaking 5'2", like fourth, freaking 5'4" people, just like getting in fights like every 2 seconds. Like, I swear to God, middle schoolers and freshmen are like the scariest people that you can mess with in school. I guess we can fit another story in here real quick. So we might as well. So this weekend, or not this weekend, last weekend on Friday, um, I was bored. So, a couple days had passed, and my friend and I were talking about going to the Ox Roast. Now, the Ox Roast is like this thing where it's like this big festival, not festival. What am I talking about? It's like this big carnival, and it's pretty fun. There's rides, there's food, and they do. I don't know if they really have like, I know they have like something to do with like an ox or like a cow or something like that. They're probably something, I don't know. But it's called the Ox Roast, and you know, I thought I was just going with my friend, and his parents were obviously gonna be there. I kind of figured that, and so like I'm hanging out with my friend or whatever, and we found like on my other friend, so we're hanging out and having a great freaking time, and we're we're being teenagers, just making fun of people. Like when we're all the way on top of rides or whatever, we're just like looking at people like, because the people that go to the Ox Roast, okay, don't get me started. I've been to the Ox Roast like a couple of times in my life, and now that I'm actually older and I actually can remember the times that I had at the Ox Roast, and the people there are weird. A lot of them, are from Eden Rapids mostly, and they are weird, bro. Like, there's some of them just look weird, and they're just weird in general. And it's like, dude, I live here. I don't mind it though. Like, it gives it some sort of personality. It's not super boring or anything like that. It's pretty funny. Um, but yeah. So it was around. It was getting pretty late. It was like not really late. I wouldn't say that. It was about like 7, 8 o'clock, and we are. No, maybe it was only like 7:30. It's probably like 7:30, whatever. And my friend and I are waiting to get on the Ferris wheel because we're lovers. We're lovers, and we want to hop on the Ferris wheel together. So we're waiting to get on the Ferris wheel, and people are getting off, and you think they go by like one by one cart, right? Nah, they hit it, and then they like pass 3 carts and let somebody off. I don't know why they do it like that. I have no clue. But there was this one, and he was autistic, okay? There's this one autistic guy on the ride, and he was the last one to get off. He rode the ride, like, basically, how many times he spanned, bro? He rode the ride, like, 4 more times. It was it was pretty funny. Like, he went, I'm not laughing, I wasn't laughing because he was autistic. I was laughing because of how many times they passed him. There was a boom, 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 it was pretty goofy. And it was just funny to see that because that happened to us too. It took we were like, I went the last ones off. We were like the third, maybe like third last one off. We're pretty close to the last ones off. Okay. I also saw some people that I haven't seen in a while, and yeah, I don't really want to see them again. They're way different from what I remember. I basically stayed the same all these times and all this time, and they changed a lot. So I don't really want to see them again. If you're seeing this bit, no offense, but you're not really my crowd to be hanging around. So, yeah, but probably not seeing this. We saw some people puke. That was pretty funny. We saw this girl puke on this ride, and she looked offended. She looked like a Karen. She was on the. It was so funny. We had this one lady. There was this one lady at the ticket booth yelling at one of the ticket booth workers that get paid like $2 a year. Just yelling at him because there was signs or something like that. It's really hard to like understand those guys. Like I'm kind of scared of them. Like they scare me. I'd be like sitting there just like I put my hand in there and he was like, "You need the money?" I was like, "Oh yeah, crap, I forgot." And he's like yelling. He wasn't like nice about it. It was scary. But yeah, the Ox Roast was pretty fun. I was very glad that I went to that. We also went to a wedding this weekend, which got nice around the end. It's pretty boring at the start, but weddings are boring. So unless you're like the actual people that, or you're like the parents, whatever. But for me, it was pretty boring. All right, I think that's about it. Just some stuff that happened while I was gone. Not a lot happened really. Oh, 2 weeks left of school. That's pretty cool. But not a lot happened while I was gone. Mostly just minor stuff that happened that I just kind of wanted to share with you guys because I was gone for a couple weeks. Basically, this all happened in like this week or last week. Yeah, my last week was the greatest week of my life. So, thank you for watching. If you want to see more content like this, which I know it's a little bit different, please leave a like. If you don't, then I don't know. Just gonna have to deal with it, I guess. Yeah. So peace out.